Hi, Ekta.
Hi Karthik, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you? We
All
have, I think we have a great set of guests who have joined us now and still growing, counting and growing. All excited to yield
that's
the
a
floor to
very
you.
big number and number after quite some time.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. So Bruna will be joining us in the next couple of minutes. I'm just going to check if Bruna's here.
Sure.
Okay, Bruna's here as well. Hi, Bruna.
Hello.
Hey, hi Bruna.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. Okay, so without further ado, I think we should get started. We have over 200 people who've joined us today to listen to both of you, and we are all super excited, super pumped to be to hosting this event, something that we've been planning for a while now. And so before I yield the floor to you, Bruna and Ekta, I think a quick word of introduction would really help. So to the participants on the show, ladies and gentlemen, I have Bruna, who's part of the 360 Dialogue BSP for Meta. So one of the, maybe if not the largest, I think we can say the largest BSP for Facebook, for WhatsApp Meta around the world. And I'm super pumped, super happy that Bruna's taking some time out to talk about some of the new features that are now, new capabilities that are now possible, that Gallabox is actively working with 360 Dialogue to take it to its customers. Thank you, Bruna, for taking time out. Right, I know you're in a different time zone, but thanks for taking the time. And Ekta doesn't need much introduction, I think. Ekta has been part and parcel of the WhatsApp journey in India, and she's been really an evangelist, talking a lot about click to WhatsApp and some of the exciting topics that we see that WhatsApp is now rolling out. And thank you, Ekta, for taking the time out. And we have a very eclectic audience today, drawn from different sources. And given some of the campaigns that we personally have done and through our social media handles, so I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting. I hope we have all the time, and if we don't have the time to take all the questions, and I'm sure we'll find a way to engage with you subsequently, right? So I'll just give a quick word of introduction about ourselves. Well, Gallabox is a little over a year and a half in this business, and very convinced, and like we have a skin in the game across three parts of our business. Right, one is we are a very India-focused company. We are a very India-focused product, and as a SaaS company, we believe that the India SaaS is a great story that is waiting to be untapped. Some of the large potential that is sitting out there is waiting to be unlocked. So that's one thing that we are very 100% convinced about. And the second pillar on which we have built our product is really WhatsApp, right? So WhatsApp is not just a household name among the C2C, but it has today become a household name also for businesses around the world, and specifically in India, where it is helping businesses modernize and automate their customer conversations, right? It is as easy as opening something and just saying hi. So I think that's the power of WhatsApp that we're leveraging. And the third thing is we come from a very strong founder market fit as far as SMBs is concerned, the small to medium sized businesses, which is really in our DNA, and that's something that we breathe, eat, and sleep. And we focus a lot on helping small to medium sized businesses build out some of the capabilities that maybe they don't have the wherewithal to build. We're helping them build this out using Gallabox and be able to help them compete with larger businesses on an even playing field, right? And today we have more than 1,000 paying customers, largely drawn from India. And we also have more than 15,000 users who use some of the nifty tools that we created, such as reminders, QR code generators, these things that we just created and allowed for users for free for them to experience the power of WhatsApp, really, right? So I'm super excited, and I think I should not speak anymore, and definitely allow for Bruno, maybe you can lead with a few of your slides and walk us through some of the exciting things that you're building out through 360 Dialogue that we're taking into the market in India. So thank you very much, Bruno. I'll yield the floor to you.
Thank you, Karthik. Great being here. Really excited to be in this event, not only to share the content that we have, to share the tools and the information that we have, but also to interact with some of you in this market that is very important to us. So let me quickly, I don't have the access to share my screen. If someone can give me access, I'm trying.
Just 1 second. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already done. Maybe you can try again.
Okay, great. Yes, it's working now. Can you all see my screen? Is it working?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. So yeah, India, as Karthik said, we are the largest PSP globally, especially focused in WhatsApp. All of our products, all of our team is fully specialized in WhatsApp, and of course, India has the biggest WhatsApp market. So we have a strong presence in India. We have a team there, and it's a very important market for us. We've been learning a lot. We've been building a lot of features and products focused on this market as well. One good thing to think about when we think about WhatsApp, maybe, and I'm from Brazil, so we have the same almost daily interaction with WhatsApp that India has. It's the same as water, right? It's part of your life, it's part of your daily basis. But once we distance ourselves a little bit and just think about the power of this tool, it's important to remember why it's so really so present in our lives and why it's so important for commerce as well, right? So why customers love to interact with businesses, love to interact with different companies in WhatsApp. First, it's a one-to-one channel, right? So like phone, like email, you have a conversation directly with this person, directly with this user. But you don't have to wait in a phone line. You don't have to wait for someone to pick up your call. You don't have to wait to scroll in an inbox filled with spam to try to find this conversation, right? In WhatsApp, everything is so much easier and faster to communicate, really, to find. It's conversational. So like a phone call, you're talking to someone, it's a two-way conversation, but it's very customer centric. But yeah, it's much faster, it's much more user-friendly than a phone call. Also, it's asynchronous. So this type of messaging, this type of communication between a client and a business in WhatsApp allows for immediate responses, but also allows for responding when it's convenient. Maybe during the day, someone is working, they don't want to interact with this business, they can answer afterwards. They can answer at night and make sure and be sure, really be confident that they're gonna receive a response back. They don't need to be there waiting in the phone line, right? And it's a platform, as I said, that we all already use, that customers already use to communicate with friends, family in their daily lives. So it's so much more convenient to also use this to communicate with businesses, right? And just touching a little bit on the reach and conversion of this tool, we see an average of 98 or 99% open rate in WhatsApp, while an email open rate is between 5 and 25%. So yeah, you know that your message is going to be seen, it's going to be at least read by the customer. We see an average of 45 to 60% conversion in WhatsApp, which is 12 times higher than SMS strategies, which are the most similar, let's put it like that, right? Because it's also a mobile experience, but with much higher conversion because of this close connection with the client that you can create while chatting with them, right? It's not just a one-way tool, a one-way communication. We also see a 50% click-through rate in WhatsApp, while in email, the average percentage is 2.91. So much higher, and 83% engagement rate. While in other channels, you see 1%, 3.5%, especially in email, which is something a little much more not super used today, right, for customers that want to have a closer connection with the business. So I just want to touch base a little bit. I know I don't need to talk about WhatsApp and the buttons and the conversations and everything that you can do with WhatsApp, because we're all super familiar with this tool. But I want to just mention and explain a little bit about some of the features that are new, that are starting to be used by businesses to promote WhatsApp, to use WhatsApp for marketing, and that I strongly suggest that you try out after this webinar as well. So the first one big resource that you can use to qualify leads, to promote sales directly in WhatsApp, is the products and catalogs feature. You can create your WhatsApp catalog, right? This is going to be set inside your Facebook Business Manager. There's a Commerce Manager feature there where you can upload all of your products and generate this catalog. This way, you can not only manage everything in a tool that you already use, which is this Facebook Commerce Manager, which is also used for messaging, for example, but you can share this catalog in your WhatsApp channel, right? And any user, anybody that starts a conversation with you, will be able to see this catalog. You can add as many products as you need, but we do recommend that you stay below 100. So the experience, the client experience is a little bit better, is a little bit easier than having to scroll through a bunch of products, right? So you can focus, for example, if you have a higher number of products, you can focus on high demand, top selling items, or maybe items that you are focusing your WhatsApp marketing campaign in. And you can send these product messages. So if, for example, a user says, yeah, I'm interested in this type of product, you can send a message already showing the products that you have available, right? So you don't have to ask them to scroll in an e-commerce tool, for example. You don't have to ask them to do something. You can just already share this product message with them. Same thing for multi-product messages. So you can showcase a small selection of products as well from your inventory, and then customers can explore them, choose the best one for them, and share it. There's a button for them to add to their cart. So this is a very good resource to start using WhatsApp as a more commerce focused, as a more sales focused tool. There's the second one is the most expected one, right? Which is payments. I think we've been hearing about this for a long time. We've been talking about this for a long time. We are offering these UPI payments as a beta for India businesses. So this is very important. This is only available for businesses in India, chatting and interacting with customers from India. But yeah, this is in a beta test. Gallabox is also joining this beta, which means that it's going to be available for you soon. So the feature for clients to not only, this is what I was talking about, right? The products there in your WhatsApp chat. You're gonna have order type of interaction. Really, the customer can finish this order and then finish the payment directly via the WhatsApp chat. There's no need to get out to some other payment provider, right? Very excited about this. The third one I wanted to bring and just highlight as a new tool for you is the WhatsApp Business Search. So in your WhatsApp app, you can search for contacts, right, already. So if you want to start a conversation with someone that you know, someone that you have added to your phone book, you can start a conversation with them by searching. Businesses are also going to be available in this search. So this is very, very interesting for, especially for local businesses, right? Businesses that really depend on getting users, on users having a specific need. So the user is going to have this option here, this button to discover new businesses. They can search for the name, they can search for the category. Later, this is going to be available this way, this way as well. So this is going to be very, very valuable for businesses to be able to be found within WhatsApp, right? And not just have to share their phone number. This feature is already available for businesses in some countries, not India yet, but we do believe it's coming to India soon. So it's good for you to stay aware and make sure that you are keeping track of this news. So yeah, I think we all know that when you're thinking about WhatsApp, you have all of these different features, these different tools, most of them already available, some of them which are going to be available soon, that you can drive the conversation to a lead qualification, to a conversion within the WhatsApp channel. But there's a question here, how do we bring more people to this WhatsApp channel, right? I have a great experience, I have a great chatbot, or I have agents there waiting to chat with possible customers. How do I bring more people to start these conversations? So we know that broadcasting, which are the marketing messages, right? This is the best way to contact users that already know and interact with you. So users, for example, that have converted in some other way, that already have a relationship with your business, that maybe subscribe to receive news. This is the best way to contact them, right? Because it's one-on-one. These marketing messages need to be expected. So you can't just send a message to a phone number that maybe you found, or maybe somebody referred without getting approval first, getting the opt-in first, right? They need to opt in to receive this information from you. It needs to be timely. So you need to always be aware of the time that customers will receive this message. It's always important to plan, for example, your experience to make sure that if a client maybe left a cart in your e-commerce tool, or a client, I don't know, disengaged with you in some other channel, you send this WhatsApp message to them right after they stop engaging, or they start engaging with your business, and you don't wait too long. Otherwise, they're going to forget about this interaction, right? And the most important, I believe, is that this marketing message needs to be relevant. The messages need to be personalized by to the customer with valuable information for them. So an example, for example, an example is referring to the previous interaction that they had with you, referring to the product that they were choosing or were interested in when you send this message, because this will make sure that when they receive the message, they don't discard it as spam. They know that this is something written and made for them, and they are going to engage with it, and you are going to experience the power of the conversion rate of WhatsApp. So, okay, thinking about marketing messages as a powerful and great tool to bring, to interact with users, to engage with users that are already in contact with you in some way. How do I bring new traffic then? How do I bring new users, people that never saw our brand before, or got in touch with us before? So our Go2J's present this great tool, which is the Click to WhatsApp ads, or ads that click to WhatsApp, which is the best way really to bring new traffic to your WhatsApp channel. Ekta is going to talk a lot more about it, but I just want to bring a little bit of the interaction and how you can build your marketing strategy in WhatsApp to leverage these two features, these two options in the best way possible, right? So when we think about a WhatsApp funnel, we have the top of the funnel. We have a lot of big people bringing a lot of new people coming to your WhatsApp chat, to your channel. So using ads that click to message is the best way to drive new conversations and collect that opt-in to send a marketing message afterwards, right? As I said, the marketing message needs to be, you need to have the okay from the customer to send it. So when you bring a lot of traffic to your WhatsApp channel, a great recommendation is the first question you ask is, am I allowed? Can I send you messages afterwards, notifications and offers? And then you're going to have this opt-in to send marketing messages afterwards. So as a click to message to bring a lot of traffic to your conversation, to your channel, you can use the messaging conversation threads to create this dialogue, create this connection with the customer, address their needs. It's very important that you create different ways, different bots, different ways of communicating with these customers, so you don't You make sure that you are creating something, a valuable experience to them, right? You're addressing their needs, you're addressing their questions and their issues, and you are enabling conversion in this channel. So within the thread, you're gonna know what is this customer interested in? What is the product that they are thinking about purchasing? Maybe what is their need overall, and maybe how can I fit my product into this need? You're gonna have all of this data within the chat, right? So now you can, if they didn't purchase, hopefully, and with the higher conversions rate of WhatsApp, is very likely that they purchased. But if they didn't, you can send a marketing message to remarket, to engage with them, to make sure that they remember you and they stay interested in this product or service. Or you can create another added click to message to remarket these leads. So you can create this remarketing strategy both for leads that were in your WhatsApp channel, or leads that were interacted or need to be remarketed because they dropped a cart or they dropped an interest in another channel in your e-commerce. This is a very, very good and powerful tool to bring these clients that are in some consideration level of your funnel to have a closer connection with you, to have a closer interaction with you within this WhatsApp messaging thread, right? So this next slide, I know it's a little bit heavy, but bear with me just a little bit. And we're going to share this with you afterwards. You're going to be able to check it in detail. But I just want to show how to choose, really, how to compare these two tools to understand which tool to use in which moment, right? When you're trying to reach a specific goal. So for example, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I want to give 2 examples. To bring more traffic to your WhatsApp channel, as we said, the click to WhatsApp ads is the best resource for this goal, because then you can create an ad that's going to bring new users, bring new people to your channel. The conversation that starts with the ad is free for 72 hours, which means that you're only going to pay for the ad and you have a chance to start interacting with these new users. If you choose marketing messages, for example, to bring more traffic to your WhatsApp channel, it's going to cost a lot more, to be honest, right? So you're going to be limited to the number of clients that already opted in to receive messages from you, and it's going to cost a lot more. So I strongly suggest that you use ads a click to WhatsApp. But for example, I don't know, bringing interested leads for sales conversion. So you have a number of leads that already demonstrated some type of interest in your product or your service, and they're just trying to decide between you and or another company, for example. Both channels are great to generate this interest, just to drive this conversion, right? You can show very personalized ads to these leads in Facebook, in Instagram, and bring them with this catch, right? With this hook of the specific product or service that they were looking for, and already to a much closer channel where they can interact with an agent or see, I don't know, receive offers, see other options. So bringing them through ads a click to WhatsApp is a great way of getting their attention when they're scrolling through Facebook and Instagram. Or if they opted in to receive messages from you, you can send a personalized message one-on-one as well via these marketing messages, right? So you can get them attention by sending them a notification. And in another case, for example, for post-purchase loyalty and upsell content, you have a client that already purchased a product, and you want to make sure that they see some other product that is very close to this one that they already purchased, or you want to make sure that you're in touch with them so they continue their subscription, for example. You can show these personalized ads in Facebook and Instagram, bring these users to WhatsApp, but I believe the marketing messages will have a much closer connection between you and this user, right? So if they already purchased, you want to create a different flow, you want to create a strategy just to keep in touch with them, you can send these one-on-one messages and make sure that they feel attended to, right? That they feel that they are having your attention even after purchase. So just summarizing a little bit, but yeah, the options are infinite. You can do literally everything. You can potentialize your marketing strategy with both of them. The suggestion here is my goal is mostly to guide you through making the best decision when creating your marketing strategy. So use my email address. If anyone has questions, also I'm available. But I think I'm gonna give the floor to Ekta now, who's gonna speak a lot more about the click to
Thank you so
WhatsApp
much.
ads.
Thank you, Ekta. Thank you, Bruna. It is, it's. I think you articulated in a few slides some of the most powerful features of WhatsApp, and especially we are super excited about payments. And I think the whole payments piece can benefit a lot of customers, a lot of businesses in India, right? Because getting collections and getting paid is a common denominator problem that we know can be solved. And plus some of the new features that are coming up, which is to locate and search for a local business. I think those are all very, very powerful features, which kind of convert WhatsApp from a messaging platform to a more and more like a transaction platform, right? But I think what we should wait to hear from Ekta a lot about some of the latest developments that we've Facebook and Meta and WhatsApp have worked on click to WhatsApp, right? Which is I think in the world of marketing, it is like an iPhone movement, so far, we've seen marketers traditionally over the last 20 years plus drive traffic to a web page and then move them down to getting a form filled, or in India getting an OTP. Then there's so much of friction, and then lo and behold, we see WhatsApp. It is like a whiff of fresh air, and it is truly like an iPhone moment where you don't need to fill form, you don't need to keep them on the web. You can quickly move them to WhatsApp, and then you have the identity, you have the credentials of the responder at that point of time. And as we say, a lead can very easily convert to a deal, right? You just need to flip the letters of the word a little bit. And I think click to WhatsApp is yeah, right? You agree with that, Ekta? Yeah. So I think let's listen from Ekta as to how can click to WhatsApp help marketers, people who are spending money today on digital marketing, increase their marketing ROI through WhatsApp. Over to you, Ekta.
Thank you so much, Karthik, for the introduction. And thank you so much, Bruna, for setting up like a great context for the audience here. Karthik, I will definitely use this lead to deal thing. I think like that's very, very interesting. Hi, everyone. I am Ekta. I am the strategic partner manager working with our partners to scale click to WhatsApp. I'll talk more about click to WhatsApp on how you can unlock the potential of current WhatsApp using ads that click to WhatsApp. So that's something, and this, I know like Bruna has already set a lot more context on why business messaging and WhatsApp messaging, but I saw one question like why WhatsApp messaging is working in India and as compared to other countries. So that's why I feel like I'll just skim through the first few slides. We know your customers are here on WhatsApp and they are talking to each other, yes, but not just each other. We want you to tell you that they are talking to the businesses and they want to talk to the businesses over WhatsApp. We already have 175 million people who communicate with a WhatsApp business account every day. And that's why your customers are here. So it's important and they want to talk to you here. So it's important to bring them and give them a way on different social media platforms to get a very personalized and a quick response on WhatsApp and bring them here through click to WhatsApp messaging. And that's why we feel like it plays a really important role here. I know like everyone knows, but starting with a very basic to put the platform forward for click to WhatsApp. So WhatsApp ecosystem has 3 types of apps or platform. First is the consumer app, which you and me use to chat with the friends and relatives. Then there is an SMB app, which is free to download. And very small businesses are using this app free of cost. They can download and talk to their customers manually. Then there is a business platform, which our partners like Gallabox and 360 Dialog provide, which is to scale and make your conversations more efficient. And I'll again use the word which or the phrase which Karthik said, to convert your deals into leads. And that's the most efficient way to do it. Yes. There are two type of messages. One is the user initiated conversations on WhatsApp, which you can have, where a customer reaches out for different use cases to a business. And then there are business initiated conversation where a business wants to go proactively tell a user that, hey, we have this product, this is a sale coming up, or you have left the cart, abandoned the cart, and so on and so forth. What we are going to talk about today is how ads that click to WhatsApp drive more user initiated conversations at scale. And if you have seen the last slide which Luna showed to you, those conversations are absolutely free, and there is a 72 hours window where you can respond to the customers free of cost. There are different ways in which you can start a user initiated conversation. There could be like a website where you can put the link to WhatsApp. You can put an icon for WhatsApp where people can click and start a conversation. You could even have a packaging where you have a WhatsApp QR code, which people can scan and start a conversation. Or on the Facebook and Instagram page, you can have the click to chat links to start a conversation. But then what is click to WhatsApp ad? Just like any other Meta or Facebook ad, a user sees an ad on different platforms, which is Facebook feed, Facebook Marketplace, Instagram feed, Instagram and Facebook stories. I see this ad, I click on it. But unlike other ads which take me to a website or an app, this ad takes me to a WhatsApp platform where I directly start a conversation with a brand. And that's the magic which happens here for the brands, because it increases the lifetime value. As a user, we know that we open this platform so often that ultimately the user will definitely see your message sometime or the other. There are different ways in which you can leverage this, because just like any other ad, you can use it to drive the discovery and the demand for your products. With click to WhatsApp ad, you can target any type of audience. For example, you have a great presence in urban areas, but now you want to expand your business in tier 1 and tier 2 cities. And we know WhatsApp works wonderfully there. So you go run the click to WhatsApp ads, target the right audience based on their location, gender, age, or maybe if you have certain kind of data, you can create some customer lookalike audience and start reaching out to that tier 1 and tier 2 audience and start interacting them on WhatsApp. So that builds a different segment for your business. And there could be different use cases in which you can use the target audience. The second is the engagement. There are various ways and ad formats which you can use while running click to WhatsApp ads. For example, you can use a carousel ad where you can show them different clothes, different type of products which you have, and make them click on it so that they can buy those products over WhatsApp. You can show them a video or an image or any of the other formats which we have. Last but not the least is you can optimize for conversation. And that's something which you will hear from us again and again, that it's recommended to optimize for the conversations so that you can have deeper conversations with your customers over WhatsApp. And these are the three magical tools which helps you discover your brand more through the existing platform, which is Facebook and Instagram, and which has like a lot of users already present on the platform. Going to the next very important piece is opt-in. You can drive opt-ins. Once you show the ad, they click on the ad and they start a conversation. For example, you were showing it for sales. Give them those contextual sales messages. And once you are done with the conversation, we highly, highly recommend you to take an opt-in so that you can talk to the user again, reach out to them again. So for example, if I'm talking about sale, I've seen the ad for 50% discount. It's a very high probability that next time when you are bringing a sale for a Diwali season, I'll be more than interested to again talk to your business. So if you have that opt-in, you can actually send me the message for Diwali festival or Diwali sale or any kind of sale which you have. Coming to the use cases which you can unlock through Click to WhatsApp. So there are three basic use cases. First is generating leads. Second is driving sales. And third is building the loyalty. I'll speak more about generating leads and driving sales now. Once you run Click to WhatsApp ads, in history, we have seen 10x more volume of messages you are getting. So it's very, very important. So you will generate leads, but it's very important for your brand to discard the ineligible leads. So ask eligibility, ineligibility questions in the very start. And those questions could be as basic as what's your PIN code, right? I might not be even serving in that PIN code. So you can discard that lead and also inform the customer upfront that, okay, we are not going to cater to that business, but yes, because you have shown interest, we can come back to you. You drive an opt-in and then tell them once we start the business there, we'll reach out to you again. So discard the leads. Second is once you get the eligibility, there are different ways in which you can reach out to the leads. Let the customer know the timeline in which you are going to reach out to them. For example, if you're going to reach out within 24 hours, within 48 hours, let them know. It is also important to tell them what is the mode or the communication channel. For example, you are going to reach out to them again on WhatsApp. You are going to give them a call or you are going to send them an email as a follow-up. So it's important for them to know after how much time and through which channel can they expect a response from your brand. So these are like basic things. Again, it's important to drive the opt-ins at the end, just drive the opt-in so that you can converse with your lead again. Driving sales is another use case which we have seen. Just like I told you earlier, that if you want to expand to a new market or if you want to launch a new product, it's good to showcase the ad. For example, some of our brands, just taking an example. So if you are a coffee brand and you know that there is a target segment which you can find on Instagram. So target that segment on Instagram and bring them to WhatsApp so that you can close the conversation and convert the user to a potential customer. So you show those ads on Facebook and Instagram platforms, converse with them, show them a product catalog, which is available. Those 30 products, which are top selling products, can be shown through the catalog. You can let them add that to the cart and place the order and complete this whole end-to-end conversational commerce journey there. So that's the another use case, which is very well accepted in the industry. Coming to some of the customer use cases, we all have known how and what are the use cases. Now let's see like how some of the brands have already used it. Auto is one of the brand who use Click to WhatsApp ads to promote their auto loans on Meta. So they ran these ads and they saw 50% lower cost per lead with Click to WhatsApp and 60% lower cost per qualified leads, which is like a great deal for them. And as an additional channel, they have added lead generation through Click to WhatsApp ads. Coming to the next case study, this is about cars and bike. Another platform which has used Click to WhatsApp ads to increase the supply of their cars. So they wanted more and more users to list their cars on the platform for selling. For that, they have set up the WhatsApp Business API and ran Click to WhatsApp ads. They saw 50% lower cost per qualified lead by running Click to WhatsApp ad and 2x higher lead conversion with Click to WhatsApp ad. And again, this has become like an alternate channel or an additional channel for them to generate leads. Coming to the last section, which is best practices. Now that we know why to use Click to WhatsApp, how to like set up those ads, what is the use case or the objective you want to use, some of the best practices while you are setting up those ad campaigns. I'm going to talk about campaign objectives. How do you think about the creatives? And ultimately, how do you keep the customer experience in mind? First is you should see the final CTA or final destination as WhatsApp in 3 objectives. First is the engagement objective, second is the sales, third is the traffic objective. So while you're creating those ads for these 3 objectives, you can see WhatsApp as a final destination. You can select any one of them. The recommendation is on the next step, you will be asked, what do you want to optimize for? So always optimize for conversation. That's our recommendation because it will help you get more deeper conversations and the customers who value and are better and have better probability of conversions. The second is the placements. We have advantage plus placements option, which you can see on the screen on the left side. We recommend you to choose that option. This was previously known as the automatic placements. So once you select this option, that will give you or have a higher chance of ad performance, which is why it's recommended from our end. Second piece is encourage the customers to start a conversation. I told you there are 3 objectives: engagement, sales, and traffic. If you select engagement objective, you will see an option which is on the left side, the first screenshot, which is a message template. In Ads Manager, when you are setting up this, we advise you to add at least 5 questions, which are your FAQs, because that's my saying that tapping is much, much easier than typing. So you know your customers, you know what are they going to ask you. So just add those 5 questions. It's easier to navigate. It's easier to start a conversation like an icebreaker. And start with a greeting, which is also an option to add. So whoever clicks on this ad, so if suppose I see an ad, I click on it, I can see this exact message, which you can see on Lucky Shrub's second screen. You're greeting me as a brand and you're giving me 5 options. I can start a conversation by tapping on any one of the options. Obviously, I have a choice to enter a custom question as well. But we assume the brands know their customers in and out. So 90% of the cases, they will choose one of those questions itself. Second is creatives. So while putting up the creatives, few tips, it should be very visual and not text heavy. We don't want to read a lot when we are on a social platform. Add the content or the CTA here, which is very, very relevant to what you are going to talk to me on WhatsApp. If you are showing me a sale creative saying X% discount, talk about discount first. Don't talk about the brand first. If you are showing me in the creative 5 products, say 5 sarees, talk about those sarees. You know that what are those 5 products I have shown through which the customer has come. Talk about that product first. Don't talk about sale. So it's very important to match your creatives with the content which you have on WhatsApp, because the concentration span is just like a goldfish. We lose it in like few seconds. If you're not talking to me what I have seen, I don't want to talk. And that's the perception. Like that's something which we all do, right? Last thing, we have seen brands actually creating a huge difference in their ROAS by changing the send message content. So choose it very wisely. If you want to write it, send message, you are happy to do that. But if you are playing with it, you can have different options like contact us, learn more, sign up, based upon what is the objective you want to drive from that conversation, which the customer is going to have on WhatsApp. It's not very intuitive for me to leave the platform when I click on it. So it's important that you show something to me, which makes me feel that, okay, once I click on it, I'm going to start a conversation on WhatsApp and I'm not going to stay in the same platform. So choose this button content very, very wisely. Last but not the least is customer experience. To advise, avoid spamming. Don't send a lot of messages. If you take an opt-in also, then also avoid spamming. It's good to send fewer quality messages as compared to a lot of messages with very high frequency. And second is, again, just repeating my phrase again, tapping is easier than typing. There are different type of buttons which WhatsApp provide. So use buttons more often because it's easier for us to navigate through that conversation and it gives me a better customer experience. So these are the 3 best practices which I wanted to share. Along with this, if you are creating a commerce journey or a sales objective which you have, we recommend you to use some of the features which we already have. For example, multi-product messages where you can list up to 30 products. You know what are the products which are fast selling, what are the products which you want to list. You can list those products, add a PDP wherein once I click on the product, I can see more details about it. For example, what is the SKU? I can add directly to the cart and I can start a conversation again. Give this or build this entire journey based on the features which we already have so that you can give them a true conversational commerce experience. That's where I end my presentation, just summarizing on what I mentioned earlier. Your customers are here, be present for them. Bring more and more customers from different social media platforms to click to WhatsApp through click to WhatsApp. Always keep in mind some of the best practices which we have shared while setting up the campaigns. What are the objectives? How do you want to optimize? What are the creatives? And how you can ultimately create the best customer experience.
Totally.
We all know there are different use cases. Choose it very wisely, whether you want to use it for lead generation, you want to use it for sales or building customer loyalty. Over to you, Karthik. I hope it was
Thank you
useful.
very much. Thank you very much, Ekta. That was very, very useful, very insightful. I think it is, you provided a complete walkthrough of what are the key benefits of Click to WhatsApp. We always have seen WhatsApp to be the power to kind of modernize and automate conversations. I think as an order of magnitude, right? It's almost like 10x or even 100x. That's the power that Click to WhatsApp can add. And so I also want to kind of share with our audiences, before we take some questions, really, Ekta and Bruna, I also want to share with the audiences that we at Gallabox, highly customer obsessed, very customer focused, and we've realized that we need to be that way as we embark on this journey and allow for thousands of our clients and customers to realize the value of this platform, right? So we built out tools and processes that can help onboard a customer within minutes, help them build out some of the bots with just requiring no code at all. And then leverage some of the advantages that we talked about, which is, for instance, on Click to WhatsApp, they can run, measure, and optimize their campaigns. We are also working on the payments piece. So exciting times to be around and working on WhatsApp in India. So I have a couple of interesting questions that we've been looking at. Maybe what we can do is, if 3 of us can open up the Q&A. I think there are a couple of very interesting questions. I think there's one specifically for you, Bruna. And of course, a bunch of the questions are really for you, Ekta. And I have a couple of them that I would like to address. So the first one seems to be, I think that's something that I think Bruna and Ekta, you've addressed it pretty adequately. Is there any particular reason that WhatsApp marketing has such a high impact in India over other locations? I think the answer is the fact that WhatsApp is the go-to channel for communication within friends, co-workers, family members, right? And it's, like I often say, it's where we say good morning to and good night to. So it is really where India lives. So I think therefore I think that kind of suffices to say that it is really the biggest market for WhatsApp marketing. Bruna, how do you define conversions here? Any specific trigger you are assuming for this? I think, Bruna, if you want to take that quickly.
Yeah, of course. So all of the data points that I showed in my slides were fruit of WhatsApp, actually a WhatsApp/Meta research. So we can share more details later, but all of them are different researches comparing WhatsApp versus other types of channels and showing the results in conversion rates, engagement rates, etc.
So maybe, Bruna, you can talk about the offer that we have for the limited period time that can help our audience also leverage the power of whatever we just talked about just now.
Yes, exactly. We're very excited about this offer. So the goal here is to show you a little bit more about how to do marketing in WhatsApp and how to leverage this click to WhatsApp solution. We really want to help and support clients that are first wanting to try this new solution, this new feature, and don't know a lot on how to start. And also, if you don't know how to really push these campaigns and these ads, right? So we have this short time offer that if you are a 360 Dialogue and Gallabox customer, if you have a WhatsApp account connected with us, if you spend $100 in click to WhatsApp ads until mid of June, we are gonna refund you $50. So this is a one-time offer, short term, just until mid-June. But if you spend this $100, share the screenshot of your ads manager with the Gallabox team, with our team, showing that you spent this amount during this time. We are gonna refund you $50. So you're only gonna pay for $50 of $100 reach, right? Of $100 worth of leads. So that's the limited offer that we have to really make sure that you have all of the tools ready to start using this new feature.
Yeah, thank you, Bruna. That's a very sweet deal. So we spend $100 and we get $50 back on click to WhatsApp ads. I think it's a limited period offer, and I'm sure we'll encourage our audiences to make the best use of this offer at this point of time. Thank you very much, Bruna. Okay, we have another question. What are some of the cases where a seller would want to create a separate WhatsApp catalog as opposed to using the existing Facebook one? So you want to take that, Bruna?
Yeah, of course. So the main reason is that you need to create a separate catalog inside your Facebook Business Manager to be able to connect this catalog with WhatsApp, right? So you can simply add the same products that you already have in your other catalogs, but you can create a separate one. You can create a specific one just for WhatsApp users. So maybe you have a strategy in WhatsApp that is more focused with a type of service or product, or is more focused in a type of public. You can adapt and personalize your catalog to make sure that these products that are of most interest for these customers are visible there.
So, fantastic. Yeah, I have my, thank you very much, Param, for making it here. So Dubai Housekeeping has a question, very interesting question, is will UPI payment be available for businesses outside India as we are based in the UAE? Ekta, you want to throw some light on that?
I think I can pass that question for now, but yeah, we will be coming back soon to you on that answer.
Yeah,
So
one important, just to add here, we have different payment betas going on in different countries, in different regions. So it's quite possible that at some point there's gonna be a beta in the UAE as well. Right now, this specific beta is only available in India, but there are different betas in other countries.
So thank you very much, Param, for that question. I'll talk to you offline on that one. Okay, how can we leverage these features for a service-focused business? I think this is right up our alley. So I'd like to answer this. So we realized that really for a lot of, there are two types of businesses where a business is trying to generate leads because it either has an inside sales team or it has people with which it's having conversations with prospects. So we realized that a platform like WhatsApp really lends itself very easily to be able to leverage these conversations to commerce, right? So we've seen that, and for a lot of businesses that we work with today, in fact, a majority of them that we work with are the ones who are in the services companies, right? So which means they are focused on generating campaigns, generating leads to their multiple campaigns, and these are flowing in from different sources. And then some conversation has to have had, with these leads. So we help them automate these with a very nifty chatbot that helps them, they don't have to assign an agent for every conversation. So the bot starts engaging with them on some of the routine and repetitive tasks, and then it hands out to the agent. In fact, it can get, of course, integrated with the CRM, with multiple part of their business or the software, as well as with their catalog if they already have a catalog. So a use case could be that a diagnostic center has a set of tests where it is already priced it out. But there are some tests that you need the customer would like to talk to them and find out how much it costs or how long it will take. So these conversations are very, very easily being had on WhatsApp. And from conversation, it leads very, very well to curating that conversation better in a very asynchronous manner and taking it to commerce, right? So that's one area in which we are very excited about, and we'd be very happy to work with you. Is it people, right? I think people, we'll sign up, separately with you and take up this conversation later. I have a question. How can we leverage WhatsApp for mobile games? I'm not sure if I can answer that.
Can take that, yeah. So just adding to the previous question also, which Karthik mentioned, uh, for service industry, particularly two things which we have also seen bang on like lead generation, but there are ways in which, for example, you want to schedule an appointment or trials. That's most common use case. And second is subscriptions. We know that in service industry, people sell a lot of subscriptions. So selling those subscriptions, renewal of those subscriptions, and cross-selling or upselling the subscriptions is something which we have seen a lot in the service industry.
So true. Absolutely, indeed. In fact, these three use cases kind of cut across a majority of the service industry businesses. Totally. Yeah.
Coming to the mobile games, that's a very interesting use case. I know I cannot cover everything, but something which anecdotally we have seen some of our mobile gaming partners have been using is building community. That's something which is very, very common, which we have seen through WhatsApp for mobile games in particularly, because that's the biggest trend. They want to communicate, and they want to build those communities to spread word of mouth marketing. And that's something which is the most common use case which we have seen. The second is launch of a product, avatar. These are certain different things for which people want to advertise, tell that, hey, this is how we are innovating. And these are some of the few things which you want to look up. So for example, I'm taking very basic example, right? So there is a Ludo game and we all play Ludo game and there are so many apps for it. How do you distinguish yourself in that? So for example, you have avatars, you have a strong community. People want to come and play with that community. Not everyone has some friend or family every time to play with, right? So these are some of the common use cases. There could be a lot more, but these are some of them which we are aware of.
Thank you, Ekta. All right. How to opt for CTWA if you're running multiple ads? Is there any option to know the source from which the customer has pitched in? Ekta, would you like to take that?
Yeah, I can take that question. I can take that for myself and I'll give it to Bruna also because I know they are working on certain solution for it. So very good question, and we get this a lot. So measurement and reporting is something which we are strongly working upon. So if you are running different ads, the way in which Meta can support you to understand is through Ads Manager, there are reportings. So at a campaign level, you can see that this is a click to WhatsApp ad, or this is a Facebook ad, app install. There are different ad campaigns which you can run. For every campaign at a very linear level, you can see what are the broader outcomes. Once you click on that reporting, you can also see at a very detailed level that what happened at what point of time, who came in, how many users came in, how many users saw, which is impressions, how many of them clicked on it, what was the cost of impression, what was the cost of click. All these metrics you can see at the campaign level. For example, you try different ad sets. When I say that be very wise with your creatives, then you might want to use one type of creative for one ad set and another type of creative for another ad set to see that which of them works better for you. So you can see the ads result at the ad set level as well for you to understand like which one of them are working better. But beyond what happened after clicking inside WhatsApp, Meta doesn't have a visibility because it's end-to-end encrypted. So that's where our partners come into picture, like 360 Dialogue and Gallabox. I'll hand it over to Bruna for telling that what is the measurement system which we are building now.
Yes, so we are working already in a measurement system to allow you not only to get this data from the WhatsApp chat and organize, structure this data so you have clear conversion rates, clear understanding of who is saying what, right? Who is having interest in what, but also connect this to your ads and your campaign in the ads measure, the ads manager from Meta. So the goal is to have everything in the same place so you can properly use this data, use this information to redirect your marketing campaigns, right? We are working on this tool. We are also working with Gallabox on this tool, which means that pretty soon you're going to have this available in your Gallabox dashboard as well. Karthik, I think you were muted.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruna. Thanks for that. Yeah, so the next question is, from Azad Automation. Our company is an entrance automation in India. Does this automation by Gallabox, will it help us share the costing too? Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Shokse. Definitely, yes. In fact, one of the most important sectors that we work with in India is education. And within education, study abroad, academies, and so on are very, very important for us. And we are helping a lot of the education customers automate their customer conversations and be able to answer and fulfill some of their goals. So we'd be, especially for the use case that you're talking about here, Mr. Azad Automation, definitely we'll get in touch with you, sir. Yeah, can a user explore our catalog on WhatsApp, order history, purchase via WhatsApp, FAQ, shipment tracking, etc.? Absolutely. Absolutely. How can we use this for cold WhatsApp message marketing? We would, as a practice, we typically discourage our customers, our clients, from using WhatsApp for cold WhatsApp message marketing. We encourage that, as I think both Bruna and I think Ekta really emphasize this a lot. We encourage that you get opt-ins from your customers, because as a platform, we need to see this as a way in which we are engaging with customer using conversation. So that's the answer for that. I would think we are already running out of time. So Ekta, should we take maybe one or two questions more? Would you like to scan this and see if there's anything that you'd like to look at and pick?
Yeah, I think we answered what the lead said. Yes, we can use it for the service industry.
Totally, yes.
Have an average cost per opt-in via ads. So it depends upon different sectors. I wanted to specifically take this question. Costing, ROAS, ROI, everything depends upon not even industry level, but at a brand level. We have seen different brands playing with different parts of campaign setting and finally getting to a set of pieces where it gives them the highest ROAS. So we don't have an industry set benchmark for it, but I would highly recommend everyone to start running those campaigns. Don't assume the final result as the first result, as the final result. Play with it, change a few things, because as small as creatives and what you are mentioning on the button can actually change the ROAS by a lot. And trust me, we have seen big to small, both type of brands changing with that very small thing and getting a different ROAS. So experiment with it, do a trial and error, spend some budget, use the offer which Bruna and Karthik have given to you guys, and work out the best combination for you.
Yes. And I will also add to that, really, Ekta, is that, as I said, customer focus is something that we really obsess about. And we would be very happy to, work closely with the customers who would like to onboard themselves on and use Click to WhatsApp, as well as the other features of WhatsApp, of course, right? So we are just, a click away. So So, and really thank you very much. In the interest of time, and given that Bruno is also in a different time zone, we are already 10 minutes beyond the scheduled time. So we definitely are going to take a look at all of these questions. In fact, there are very interesting comments that have also come in the chat. So we're going to make a list of all this and start answering and engaging with the audience one-on-one after this offline. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure Ekta and Bruna, you're available, and we cannot wait to have you back again for our next webinar, maybe in the next couple of months. Thank you very much for taking the time out. And I mean, particularly thank you very much to all the members of the audience who have, who have taken the time out and who have stayed on for this hour to listen to Ekta and Bruna. So thank you very much again. And I hope to be in touch with all of you in some form.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.